Corte. Good morning, teacher. We are pneumatics artists for the automatic course. We will explain to the steps and operations of this project, as will how we develop it to achieve the final result. To do this, we will give to you a brief idea of what automatic is. Automatics is the use of technology and system to perform tasks or process automatic. Will direct human interview. In order for a process in industry to be effective, a positive machine must operate intently of human as this bring great profit to companies. In the case of pneumatic art projects, we wanted to implement a process that involved transporting lots of from a point A to a point B, using pneumatic position to propellate or load object. Hence the pneumatic approach because a clean part to the project was to use pneumatic technology or air to transmit it in action. Science. He has the idea of waiting to make a pneumatic arm and are ready to do it. In the model, we will first in the simulator called SolidWorks and the computer so as not to make understand expensive in the real life. My partner will explain the start steps to you.
As my college already mentioned, I will explain the SolidWorks simulation and how it was carried out. The simulation starts from scratch, creating all the parts, such as the base, valves, pistons, grippers, supports, and objects to be transported, with measurements similar to existing products to achieve a more realistic movement. Once all the parts were designed, small sub-assemblies were created to create each cylinder and gripper as shown in the simulation, as well as each component that will serve its function, with the movement on the general assembly where all the parts and assemblies were joined together to create a pneumatic arm and fulfill its objective of moving an object from point A to point B. Once everything was assembled, we proceeded to use the animation tool provided by SolidWorks software to animate the movement and gain a better idea of their behavior and operation in real life.
Now that we have the simulated program with the measurements, we started to determine that materials we would use to minimize cost and avoid buying in buying. We obtained quotes from several stores for the materials we were going to purchase, such as valves, pistons, wires of different scales, a mechanical claw, servo motor, wood, metal tubes, tape, plastic tubes, buttons, light bulbs. We bought many of the materials from local hardware stores, but we purchased some less components from online sites like Amazon, Mercado Libre, and AliExpress. since they were either more expensive or unavailable at local hardware stores. We were also able to raise some components and tools we used in previous projects, such as a hammer, knives, screws, a soldering iron, screwdrivers, boxes, some cables, etc.
The programming was done in OpenPLC, which is a program capable of compiling a ladder language to a C language. This in order to change a PLC to a microcontroller, Arduino. The programming logic is simply a sensor with digital signal will activate memory that is responsible for activating a reset set and a timer that activates a will we be to reset the reset set. The logic is repeated 3 times for do $2, and the sequence concluded and on the worded hand when the actuator one is activated, one sequential ladder on output is activated that will be to send and pulse to another Arduino to operation. The cloud be names of a servo motor. It is only executed when the actuator one is activity. Now we will watch the programming video.
In this project, we combined four important parts to complete the work: collection, separation, pressing, and machining. Each team carried out the automated process using sensor and pneumatic and electronic outputs. Bringing them all together was a big challenge, but not impossible. We managed to integrate them and make the process work its soul. It was difficult, but with proper communication, we made in the habit.
Hi, teacher. Um, I am Yami, and it's my turn to talk about pneumatic arm and its application. I will explain where we can use a pneumatic arm and what are the advantages of using pneumatics. Um, okay. Well, the main question is where can we use a pneumatic arm? We can use it in many industries, for example, in the automotive industry to move parts or tools, in the food industry to pack or move products, in the pharmaceutical industry to handle medicine or bottles, and in the electronics industry to assemble smart parts. These arms are very useful when we need to do repetitive acts or move things quickly and safely. And now, let's talk about the advantage of using pneumatic. First, they are safe. Pneumatics use air, so they are not dangerous like electricity for chemicals. Second, they are clean, so they are perfect for food and medicine production. Third, they are low cost. Maintenance is cheaper. Fourth, they are fast, which is great for production lines. And last, they are easy to control with buttons or sensor. In conclusion, pneumatic systems are very helpful in many industries. They are safe, fast, and easy to use. And pneumatics are makes our work more efficient and better organized. Uh, thank you, thank you very much for listening.